Testing. Mic check. Mic check.
Alrighty, g'day to the two people out there watching this game. This game is the playoffs for the teams that didn't qualify for the finals in the elite women's grade here at the Underwater Hockey National Championships in Cairns. Currently we have White Queensland, who finished 8th in the women's comp versus China, who's black, in 9th. So it's play 8th and 9th, and then the 7th and 10th teams are also playing off today, and the winner of those two games will play off tomorrow morning for 7th position, and the loser of those games play off for 9th and 10th position. So we can see Queensland has started quite well. Queensland is swimming right to left on your screen. Oh no, hang on. The camera's on the opposite side of the pool to what I think it is. So China have actually started quite well. They've got it up towards the Queensland sub bench. China's swimming right to left on your screen. And they've got an aggressive play up here on the far side wall, but it looks like a back from Queensland has just cleared it and is chucking up the wall now, where some of her teammates are grabbing it. But now China, a big switch around the front there, a flick on the open goal tray. Didn't quite get that through, and it looks like Kate Howard, their fullback and captain, has knocked it down and shuffled it out the side. Nice early play there from China, really aggressive. When last time these two teams played in the round robin, it was 2-2. So it's anybody's game here. And Queensland doing well to continuously driving out, but now there's a penalty called by the referees against China. So Queensland are going to get a free puck, relieve some of that pressure, and they'll get a chance to drive it out of their defensive third. Anybody from China is watching online, ni hao, or should I say ni, how you going? I'll try and pronounce all the players in this Chinese team correctly. I'll do my best. And Queensland are taking that free puck, and they have started to consolidate and still bogged down on that wall on the far side of the court there. Thanks. And it looks like Queensland retained the possession, and they're starting to recycle it back to their players. China, as far as I'm aware, a lot of players from a swimming background, so quite fit and strong team. Whereas Queensland, a bit of a more of a mixed bag of players coming from all sorts of backgrounds of life, and some of those, I guess, their first experience in an aquatic sport would be through underwater hockey rather than coming from a swimming background. Excuse me. And Queensland doing well here to hold out China. It looks like a Chinese players just got a good puck there, and another attacking drive in front of the goal tray, driving it through. And just before that puck went near that tray, the refs did see something. A free puck against China. Can't quite see the calls of the refs from where I'm sitting here in the commentary box. So Queensland doing well to absorb that pressure. I want to consolidate and get some fresh legs in and start to drive down the other side of the pool. So as far as I can tell, the Queenslanders are playing the traditional kind of Aussie hockey. Nice open Aussie hockey, 3-2-1, as we call it. China, I believe, might play a bit more straight, a bit more 2-2-2. You got any questions in the chat, feel free to chuck it on, and I'll do my best to answer. Currently, the score is still 0-0. Early in the first half here in this playoff of 8th versus 9th in the elite women's. And it looks like Queensland doing some good work to get it up on the other side of halfway. I'm still bogged down on that wall. Looks like China likes to play a wall game. And I'm sure the Queenslanders want to get it off that wall and start driving it towards the goal tray. The refs have pulled up another foul. A free puck for Queensland, so nice a top opportunity here to score an early goal. Kate Howard doing her best to bark instructions to her team as they set up for this free puck. So Kate Howard taking that free puck, flicking it into the stack. And Queensland is doing their best to move forward, but it looks like that China player has started to clear it. Nice steal there from number 9 on the Queensland thing to recycle. And she stayed down really good and got an attacking drive there at the back wall, almost in the goal tray. Looks like it could be on the corner of the goal tray. The girls are jostling. Caught her and spilled all the way across to the other side of the goal tray, and they're coming up. Queenslanders are celebrating. That's a goal to Queensland. Number 9 there, Jeanette Meyer from Morayfield Club, doing nice work there to stay back down and drive it up the back wall, and then her players are able to rejoin her on the bottom and score that goal. So currently, Queensland lead 1-0. Play restarting here. Queensland doing well to absorb the pressure in that first part of that first half from China and get up there and score a goal. Now we can see the players moved across to the right hand side of the court. Both players jostling. Kate Howard there coming in, trying to drive it up the wall, recycling it for one of her players. And still bogged out on the wall there, right underneath the suburbs. Number 2 there, doing good work to try and bring it off the wall. Look at it open up. Kate Howard, nice quick breath of air, pushes back down to release it to her forwards. And the puck's currently just off screen and just below what the angle of the camera is. But it looks like China have taken possession. They're starting to work it back down, but it's really a bit tit for tat here in the middle of the court. It's that flick knocked down there by the China player. She's got a player in support, starting to swim it down the pool. Queensland could be in a bit of trouble here. These Chinese players working hard. And the puck is just off camera. Just in a bit of a blind spot. Looks like it's about the middle third of the Queensland's half. And play starting to move towards the goal tray. But in a blind spot. There we go. So China doing well to move it, and then Queensland shutting down that pressure and started to sweep back out wide where it's nice and safe towards the wall. But it does play into China's hands, it appears, playing down the wall. So Queensland doesn't want to get bogged down. We'll want to take it off that wall and start to play some nice open and attacking hockey. Kate Howard, you can see there on the prowl. And look like she's done some good work to jostle it up the pool. Nice flowing play here. Not too much pulled up by the referees in this segment of play. Nice free flowing play, allowing the game to flow, allowing the players to get tired, which is where you can start to see who the fitter team is when it's nice free open hockey and the rest aren't pulling up every little indiscretion that they see. And again, the puck's just in our blind spot here at the Cairns Tobruk Memorial Pool. But we can see now is that camera switch. Queensland's always in pressure. Then, nice work from that China forward there, hanging down after receiving that pass through. So that's a goal to number 5, I believe, from China, which is Shensha Zhang. And Kate Howard calling a timeout there for her team, Queensland, after conceding that goal. Chance to regain their composure. And this could turn out to be an exciting game, as I said before. Last time they played, both teams drew 2-2. So really anybody's game here early in the first half. Elite Queensland women's coach JP also on the side, giving some words of encouragement. Coaching from the back of the court today rather than getting in the water. I'm not sure what's wrong. Doesn't want to get in the water. Coach from the sideline, coaching from behind the pool. As you imagine, the Queenslanders have a lot of support here around the pool. A few local players from the Cairns Craze Under Hockey Club in this team, such as Tanya Hartley and Rayner. really good representation from the Cairns club in their Queensland representative teams. And great work by the Cairns club as well for hosting this event. It's really coming off well. We've been blessed with some good weather up here in Cairns. Hasn't been too humid or too wet, which has allowed all the players to get out and enjoy some great hockey this week. So just after that strike, China moving it over to the camera side of the court, and looks like Queensland have got a little bit of drive on Kate Howard. They're burrowing down the wall. Lots of Queensland players in support. Nice presence and numbers on the bottom. Kate Howard finding a little gap there to swim through from fullback. Oh. Good point. Yeah. Yeah, all good. Yeah, of course, mate. Yeah, I've had 2 sandwiches. Yeah. Oh damn! I was just chatting to my my coach, giving him the keys, and in that time, Queensland have scored a goal. So well done, Queensland. Now currently 2-1 to Queensland. Early in this, probably midway through this first half. And if you are watching live, apologies for the quality of the live stream. My understanding is that a bit of a black spot here at the Cairns Stradbrook Memorial Pool for the live stream to be beamed up, but once it's uploaded to YouTube later tonight as a separate video, then it appears to be a bit better quality. So after that restart and play after the last Queensland goal, both those teams jostling, and then the refs have seen a indiscretion by both teams, so they've called an equal puck here about midway on the court. Queensland really nice to bounce back there after that goal and score that, after that China goal and score their own goal. They put them in the lead again. China, my bad, not an equal puck. China taking the free puck and swimming up towards the Queensland players. Now it's, I believe, right in front of their Queensland goal. So their backs will want to work hard here, the Queenslanders, but looks like it's been cleared by one of their forwards to the safety of the wall. Number 2 there, Hannah Wynn, coming down to help out the team. Now Kate Howard working well, using her presence on the bottom to deflect that drive and flick it back up the wall. And the refs have seen another indiscretion, a foul against Queensland. So now the Queensland try and have a chance to be back in the game and score off this free puck in their favour. China there getting nice flick away, bat down by the thing, but that player, the batter down, wasn't quite on the bottom, so the China player was able to swim through underneath her, but the refs have seen a foul against China. I'm not sure what they picked up there. I thought I saw that pretty cleanly from the camera, but yeah, indiscretion against a barging foul against China. Queensland led for the hook there, now get a chance to consolidate, and with the free puck in their own half, near the front of the goal tray. It looks like Jeanette Meyer there taking the free puck, swimming up towards the right-hand side of the pool. And Queensland, good numbers there, good presence on the bottom. That China player's done well to grab that puck and turn around, but it's resulted in a bit of a tussle there. Kate Howard doing her best to stay flat in the bottom. And again, refs have seen chopping by the Queensland's team. And they and number 2 from the China team has been sent out for 2 minutes for a repeated chopping foul. So Queensland have another advantage here with only 5 Chinese players in the water. And as a result of that, Symbian China have called their timeout for this half to consolidate and work out their plan what to defend while they've got 5 players in the water. Queenslanders won't want to let their foot off the Chinese throats, and I'm sure we're planning an aggressive drive up there to take advantage of the Chinese sin bin and score another goal, put him in front by 2 goals. Just as I was talking about nice weather before here in Cairns, good, experiencing a bit of a tropical shower here at the moment. Probably too light to see on the surface of the water there, but if you're done in the pool, everybody's doing their best to stay dry. And Queensland, the succession of that timeout, had taken the free puck, and Kate Howard finding a bit of space up the centre channel to swim at 45. It looks like she's recycling it there, take towards the goal tray, and Queensland doing a nice good drive here. That overlapping player, oh, nice work from the overlapping player. Looks like Jeanette Meyer coming in to get that puck. A nice big flick to score that goal. So Queensland dominant display here. Up 3-1 currently in the first half of this 8th vs 9th playoff. Yep, number 9, Jeanette Meyer from Morayfield, had a big involvement for their first goal, and then scored that second goal. Sorry, their third goal. So doing really good well. Looks like Queensland won that strike, were able to take it to the wall. Looks like China back to 6 players in the water after that goal. And they'll be doing their best to get back in the game. Ideally score a cheeky goal before half time. And that's half time now actually, so no time for a cheeky goal. Half time. Queensland currently winning 3-1 against China here in the 8th vs 9th playoff of the Elite Women's Division at the Australian Underwater Hockey National Championships. In terms of some of the other results in the Elite Women's Division, the Tasmanian Elite Women's team have finished first at the end of their round robin, so they get a game off and get to go straight to the semi-finals. Same as the Pacific Blue New Zealand team. They're also through to the semi-finals. Just before this game, we had the playoff for one semi-final position between Victoria and the Amazons team, and the Amazons become victorious in that over the Victorians. So they're going to play. Let me just check my draw here. Tassie Women. So Amazons against Tassie Women tonight at 7:25 local time. The one semi-final, and then the winner of WA and Pacific Green, which is currently being played now, is going to play the other New Zealand team, Pacific Blue, tonight in the semi-finals, and then the winner of those will play in the grand final tomorrow, and the losers will go play in the bronze medal match. So the winner of this game now in front of us on the stream will play the winner of the Singapore vs ACT women's game, which is the 7th vs 10th. Singapore finishing 7th in the Elite Women, and ACT Women, a young developing team which I've also had a hand of coaching, finishing 10th. But in terms of our standings, not a bad comp by us. A lot of improvement we can do, but we've got some young players for their first competition, so we'll hope we'll go away and develop those players during the year, and hopefully come back bigger and stronger at ACT Women's Hockey next year. So if I was a betting man, and I would say Singapore are going to be quite strong in that game, so likely the winner of this game will play Singapore a bit later for to get the crown of the official 7th position crown at the end of the elite women's comp here. About less than 30 seconds left till we start the end of the second half. So in this half, Queensland is swimming right to left across your screen. China swimming left to right. And China in black, Queensland in white. Queensland currently leading 3-1 after an impressive first half, conceding the first goal. Scoring the first goal and then putting 2 in after it was 1-1. And play resuming here. China winning the strike. Lots of strong swimmers in the Chinese team. Nice speed. Let's see if they can apply that speed and their fitness to some tactical plans. So number 2 there from Queensland. Doing some nice work to drive it to the wall. That was Hannah Wynn again. The left forward. And Janie McMahon, another local Cairns player from Mossman. Playing centre position. Getting the puck there from the backs and driving it up and towards the Chinese half. It looks like the play has gone across the other side of, towards the Chinese sub-bench there on the other side of the pool. Queensland still very dominant, although the refs calling up a foul. There's something they've seen in the water over there. And it looks like it's a free puck to Queensland. So Queensland, an opportunity here to come out and reassert their dominance in this game early in the second half. And again, looks like that free puck's just been taking our blind spot. There we go. They've taken the free puck. And it's jostling here in that far corner. China doing their best to drive it out to the wall and start to bring it up. That far wall. And the refs have seen another foul here. Chopping foul against Queensland, so China get it let off the hook there, and a chance to make up some ground with that free puck. The Chinese player taking the free puck, swimming it a bit off the wall into the stack, just sitting off the wall there. It looks like they have been neutralised by the Queenslanders, although there's a Chinese player looking for a bit of space, swimming to that far side, but it looks like that Queensland back has shut it down and driven up the wall there. Queensland doing a quick cheeky switch from Queensland. Nice speed shown there by the Queensland off half to take it off the other side of the pool, but she's running out a bit of space, but looks like she tried to get a pass there to her forward. A few Queensland players staying down. One particular, Janie McMahon there. But the Chinese, nice underbody move there. Push pull from the Chinese player to find a bit of ground through the middle. And they're working their way up the court. Although, just I said that Janie McMahon getting the puck as a centre, finding her off wing, who's taking it over to the far corner. And looks like that Chinese player has defended that drive. And it's currently sitting in the corner. Put it in the safety of the corner. Both teams come up for a breath of air before somebody has the guts to try and get it out of that corner, which is a hard thing to do because only one way to go and easy to get hit once you try to take it out of that corner. And the rest pulling up Helen Canavan there, seeing a foul against Queensland, a bit of chopping, so trying to get let off the hook again. And a free buck to China. Looks like we've gained on our viewership by 3 views. And just after that, and just trying to work out what the call was here. A free puck against China, so a foul after their free puck was taken. And now Queensland get a shot kind of in the middle of the goal tray. Maybe about 10 metres out from the goal tray, attacking free puck for Queensland. Kate Howard, their fullback and captain, swimming off to the right, finding some space on the right-hand side there. That back doing their best to chuck it down the wall. Looks like they've run out of space. They've got to try and come back through the middle there, through the 45, but China doing well to just lock it down and just shut down that Queensland play. Don't get another foul being called here. Breaking, chopping, number 2. Against Queensland, so China led off the hook. Chance for them to consolidate and get back in this game. JP, the elite coach, just telling the Queensland players from the sideline to keep their cool, stay calm. A lot of the Chinese, the Asian men's master, Chinese players from the Asian men's masters team watching on from the sideline, cheering their girls in support. And it looks like after that free puck, the puck has stagnated on that far side wall there. About midway through the court, a Chinese player finding a little bit of space up the wall. Seems like the Chinese really like to play straight down that wall. Try to tire the Queenslanders out with the fitness, but the Queenslanders are doing their best to shut down all those shacking drives and open it up and play to their game plan, not China's. So really good that we can have these international teams. We're really lucky to have these international teams here at the national championships. First time, I think, in our history, definitely we've had this many teams, 10 in total, 5 Australian teams and 5 international teams. So hopefully, they'll all come back next year, depending on where it is and how cheap the flights are, where whoever hosts nationals next year. But great for the women's game to see them have the most amount of players here at the Australian National Championships. And China getting another free puck there, finding some space through the middle before flicking back into that stack. And China doing their best, getting those flicks away, looking for those forwards coming over the top to find a bit of space. And it looks like they've made it up to the Queenslanders' back corner. Now they want to try and use their speed and fitness to drive towards the Queensland goal tray. Kate Howe getting turned inside out there, but the off half coming in and shutting down that drive. And it looks like a Queensland player has found a bit of space and taking it away past their sub bench up the far side of the pool there. Bit tit for tat in the second half. No goals scored as of yet. And the refs have seen another foul against Queensland, so China a chance to get back in the game. Excuse me for my intermittent yawning. Bit tired. Had to get up early to help coach my ACT girls team with Nikki Herald this morning in their game against Queensland, which they went down 10-0 to Queensland this morning. And then I've just played an elite men's game against WA, so I'm a little bit tired, ready for a nap. But staying here so I can give you all you fans some good commentary before the ACT girls play their next game after this against Singapore. And one of the teams here has called a timeout. Queensland is getting some wise words of wisdom from their coach, JP. So just calm it down, play their game plan, and I'm sure drive to the side, keep away from their goal tray. So China look like they're set up a bit of 3-3 here in the centre of the court in preparation for their free puck. Alright, so China taking that free puck, and it looks like that drive has been shut down by the Queenslanders, doing their best to clear it to the side, away from the front of the goal where it's easiest to score. And now it looks like players over on the camera side of the wall. Kate Howard there, killing that puck, finding a player back on the inside there. Looks like Queensland got a bit of a drive on here. Met off half there, coming back in to knock it down the walls like Tanya Hartley. Got some work to do to get back in position in case the Chinese break away here. Reina, number 7, down there in the bottom, Cairns local from Queensland. And China, bit on the front foot here, got some good pressure and good numbers on the bottom. Driving up towards the Queenslanders' goal tray. The Queenslanders have to be careful here. China with a shot. And it looks like the puck's gone into the corner. Chinese player trying to get it out. A few of the referees' fins in the way. And China doing their best there to jostle it, but Kate Howard nice and strong there. Big presence on the bottom. And China finding a bit of space at the back wall. Queenslanders has to be careful here. That Chinese player's trying to drive up the back wall, not quite flat in the bottom, so Kite can't get it past that Queensland back. And then all that Chinese player bring it off the wall. Found a player back coming on the inside. But good work by Tanya Hartley, looks like. Clear it, didn't quite get that flick far enough away as she would like. And then it looks like China have just kept at it and dug it back into the goals. The referees all signalling a goal. Oh, one referee signaling a goal. Another ref, Tony Colquhoun, calling ref's timeout. Bit of differing opinions. Kate Howe doing some arguing as the captain. She's had to talk to the rest, giving her point of view. The referees here just in a referee's timeout, deliberating on the outcome of that goal. The puck did go in the goal tray, but was there a foul before that? Did they see something that we didn't hear on the stream? A bit of gloving perhaps by an attacking or defending team. Kate Howe doing her best to argue against the China goal. And one ref saying goal. And they've all decided it is a goal to China. Good work there. Not sure who they're going to attribute that goal to. So China a bit back in the game. A bit chance to come back here and tie things up with, I'd say, less than 7 minutes to go in the second half here in the 8th vs 9th playoff. Bit of excitement from the Chinese players, barking instructions at the sub bench for their tactics for the remainder of this half. Now the players resumed. Both teams getting into the strike at the same time and pushing it over towards the far side of the court there. Looks like we're in another cracking finale in this game, and I think because it is a playoff game, if it is tied up, then we will have to go to extra time to decide a winner. All these game slots have got a bit of extra time allocated to them to allow for sudden death. So in between the streams, you'll see a lot of players probably warming up in the pool, taking advantage of the extra time in the court. So if this trying to do end up screwing up this game, we could go into extra time by the end of the 30 minutes. And it looks like China here, Queensland are taking it up to the Chinese back wall. Play over near the centre of the goal tray. They want to get another goal here to reassert their dominance on this game. Driving it up, and nice play there for the Queensland forward, just hanging in there, waiting to shovel it in. What are the rest calling? Chopping. Oh, they are calling it a penalty goal. So a bit of chopping for China. But the puck's still in the goal tray, so they've called a penalty goal to China. No 2-on-1 needed. Sorry, penalty goal to Queensland. Queensland currently leading 4-2 here in the second half. Kate Howard barking some instructions at the sub bench. If I'm a good lip reader, I think she says we need to do it together. Finish the game together, finish strong. A lot of the players after the comp are going to take advantage of all the tourism options in and around Cairns. A few players going to do some reef trips, get out to the reef, see the Great Barrier Reef before. Inevitably, the Queensland government will screw it up with the Adani coal mine. And then, getting around seeing some local crocodiles in the Daintree River. Again, another species the Queensland government doesn't really like to protect. Alrighty, so China. I'll stop having a whinge about politics in Queensland and get back to commentating this game. So China getting a free puck. Time's running out for them to try to get back in this game and square things up. Queensland currently leading 4-2. Apologies to Sean Hartley if my political comments there get the Cairns club in trouble. I'm not from Cairns, so not even from Queensland. So all right, the Queensland team getting back, doing some nice work, driving it out. Looks like China found a bit of space on the out wall, find that off wing, but good coverage there by Kate Howard to take up some space. And they just look like they're driving under Kate Howard. China attacking the goal tray. Puck has players that have come up. Oh, China scoring a late goal there. Nice work to find some space. Really quick to the turnaround, China. They're really able to get that flick away and take advantage of all their swimming fitness. Nice quick acceleration to find a bit of open play after the player was bogged down in that corner. So China with a goal there. Score currently 4-3 to Queensland in the dying minutes of this second half of the 8th vs 9th playoff. Oh, where are we? So I haven't got quite a visual on the clock because the time scoring screen's turned away from me, but it looks like, have they called a timeout? I'm not sure. I think someone's called a timeout. To consolidate, I'm sure China, with how many minutes left, are going to come out strong here and try and get a cheeky goal with a strike. A bit of bullet play, if you will, and to try and square things up in the dying minutes. So Queenslanders, Kate Howard talking to the girls, getting them to calm down, shut down whatever China's got to throw at them, and hopefully they can absorb a bit of pressure and come out winners in this game. I've got Jack Hopkins here, young up-and-coming Victorian player. Any words, Jack, about this game?
You took the big chip, Benny.
Yeah, I did take the big chip. Offer me a big wedge, a bit of sweet potato there, sweet chili sauce. Yummo. Thank you, Jack Hopkins. One of my former proteges before he moved to Melbourne and left me. So it looks like Queensland done well to shut down whatever drive China had. Oh, nice flick there. The offside wing. Finding a bit of space. Doing a bit of shoveling at the bottom. Jeanette Meyer coming in there. Trying to bring it around so they can attack from the front of the tray rather than going up the back wall. And Queensland on another drive there. Kate Howard. Obviously, Dave Hilder's bottom is in the way. But he needs to see the game more than we do. He's one of the officiators of this game. Jeanette Meyer back down there doing some nice work. Jeanette, she lost the puck. Looks like a Chinese player. Flicked up the wall. And China starting to get a drive out. Go back to my wedge. Well, Dave Hilder there, the ref who's bottom, we had so close to our camera. I spotted a foul from the Chinese player number 4. Out for 1 minute. A Chinese player is number 4, Lubing Kui. So China down to 5 now. Currently Queensland leading 4-3. Got another chance to shut the game out here with an advantage. That puck being knocked down off the free puck and China clearing out the other side. Although it looks like that off forward has come in and got a bit of a taste of that puck, but the ref has seen something. Running down the clock here. Not a lot of time left for China to come back and try to square things up here. In the other court, looks like the WA versus Pacific Green game is finished, and I'll try and get a score update on that one. This game's still going. Free puck to China. Players really like to play straight China, not too much swimming across the pool when they got the puck on the front of their stick. Trying to go through the pack rather than around them. And that's time there. That Queensland run down the clock. And Queensland coming victorious in this 8th vs 9th playoff. So they'll go ahead to play the winner of Singapore and ACT, which will probably be Singapore. That game, I think, will take place early tomorrow morning. And then China now play off against the loser of the game, most likely my ACT girls. So we'll get ready after the next game against Singapore and have a nice game against China to finish off the comp. And it looks like both those teams, China and ACT Women's, can have their fine session tonight because there will no hockey for them tomorrow. Thanks to all the watching. Yeah.